face of his a lot, but he needed a big hit. This is a good hit.
You want to put this mic? Sure, we do.
A lot of action, and it's
yeah,
it's a good story though. It's a good story.
Different times. You saw her come out of the elevator.
I thought I saw her in the courtroom.
No, it's not her.
It's not her. It just makes you think.
It's not her. But that's interesting you say that because somebody else said that to me too. John Cleese said that to me. That he goes, I thought she was going to be hit, and it never occurred to me.
Because when you go out to take care of the hitman,
right?
I figure she's going to knock the guy off in the courtroom.
Right. Yeah.
See, De Palma's like that. Kevin, how do you prepare for a role like this? Obviously, some people would say you'd watch the Untouchable TV shows, but this movie has no relation to that other than the name.
No, it doesn't. It's pretty basic in preparation in the sense that you start with the script because that's really what tells you what's happening, and immediately on the script, upon agreeing to do the script, one of the reasons was it was not similar. It was bigger. It's a better movie. It's more exciting, and. It made no sense to duplicate some situation. So my preparation came from seeing what the facts of the script were and then researching accordingly. I did talk with FBI and Treasury Department people and looked up an existing Untouchable, and so I did that kind of thing. But at a certain point, you got to throw that all away because this is the scene they want to do.
Was there a conscious effort not to be really a cartoon? Sometimes the old gangster movies, if you watch them, had pretty ridiculous violence in them and spraying the Tommy gun everywhere. Mm-hmm. And this seemed to be a little bit more realistic as far as the plot and everything was concerned, I thought.
Well, I think that's Brian's influence, and I think it's the influence of the caliber of actor that worked on the set. We all had things to say about stuff, and we found a middle ground. And through the direction of Brian. So, and I think it's the way David wrote his script. I mean, that's David's script, and Brian directed the film. I think most of the credit really goes there.
I don't want to be ignorant about history, but was there really an Elliot Ness?
Yeah, I understand the question because for a long time. He's an icon. I mean, he is kind of a cartoon figure. And somebody once told me, he says, there really was an Elliot Ness, and I was surprised. This was about 8-9 years ago, but I was not aware of it at that point. I always thought of him as like this is a fable, and it's not.
That's interesting. Working with a director, what do you want or what do you not want from a director? You've been very privileged, and you've worked with some very good ones.
Well, you want direction. I like direction. I guess the thing is I don't need it. I mean, if they don't have an idea, I will have one. I have a real strong point of view about what I want to do, and then I listen to what they have, and we find it, And when it comes to a real decision, most of the time they're going to get their way because they're the director. Yeah, exactly. Their instincts will come to bear. But the only thing you can ask is that they're not going to let you look foolish because it's there for life,
You're the lead in this film, but there are obviously two other actors who have so much history behind them. When they come on the screen, Sean Connery, I mean, he is James Bond, but he is also a great actor.
He is a great actor.
Tell me something about him. He seems to be a very almost aloof person. I don't know him, but he seems his presence and his way he carries himself off screen seems to be very aloof, very serious man.
Yeah, well, he's very kind too. He's very generous. I said this, he's probably the biggest movie star I've ever been around.
What is a movie star these days? I mean, I've only been around, I think, a couple.
Yeah.
I mean, if you know what I mean.
No, I do.
When they enter a room, you say, whoa, and you almost react like a child.
Well, I think that there has to be history there. I think that people do good work, and there's just too big a tendency to write the word genius onto them, or movie star. I mean, it's a line. It's like a girl becoming a woman. You can always tell who's a girl, and you can always tell who's a woman. And it's some kind of crossing line, and it's hard to discern when that happens, but it's very clear when it does, and Sean Connery is that.
Is he protective of his image, you think?
No, because he's real confident with himself, and to talk so much about Sean, I love to do, but at a certain point, I feel like I don't know, I don't know enough to I assume too many things, and I wouldn't want to do that about him.
In watching your performance, I understand you're a little nervous when it comes to like last night when you saw this? Well, maybe did you even look up? Did you watch yourself? Or?
Well, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't wrecking the movie, and when I, when some of my friends assured me that I wasn't, then I could kind of watch it. I got caught up in the movie a couple of times, but it basically was hard to watch.
Do you like seeing yourself in a costume like you don't dress that way? I mean, in a suit or in a hat or looking like trying to really look older?
No, I just think my girls. I have 2 girls, and I just think that probably one day if they say to me, Dad, you were kind of cool. You look pretty cool. I think that's probably the satisfaction in it.
I think this is the best. I have my 2 favorite Kevin Costner things are now this, and then I liked your performance in The Mission, the amazing story with Steven Spielberg, and then I like the other stuff. But I really like this a lot. Do you think so far this is maybe the best thing you've done?
I don't know. I was very proud of a film I did called Fandango. It's a mixed bag, Fandango. The first 5 minutes, but it's a very special film. I don't know. I liked The Mission too, actually. We did that like in 5 days. It was very quick, but I liked it.
It was very unusual. I'm sorry more people didn't see it probably.
Yeah, it wasn't, and it was very good. Steven's great.
What's next for you?
We'll have a film coming out in August called No Way Out with Gene Hackman. That's a good movie. That's a good character for me to play.
Do you have any expectations of what you want this to do for your career? I mean, you look at this as a career movie. I mean, you are the top man in this movie, and it's built around you, and I guess it makes it or it doesn't make it a lot with Kevin Costner.
I don't have any expectations. It seems like, well, that's not possible. You have to be mapping out your career. I map out my career to the point of what movie I want to be in. But it's a tough game predicting hits. That's a tough call, and the thing that serves me best is within the industry, people like me, and I just maybe have a slow build of people at least. I take my time on the kind of movie I do, and maybe that will pay off for me.
Okay. Well, I like you, Kevin, so you're fine. Thank you. All right.
Stop
Bye-bye.
it.
It's a great picture. Maybe sign this one because there are a lot of other ones, but that was a great one.